Welcome to Creative Intuition Tarot. My name is MJ, and these are the universal messages for the sign of Libra for October 2021. All the key information about the reading is always in the description box below. And now, Libra, please sit back, relax, grab a drink of your choice and enjoy your reading. This is for Libra, universal messages October 2021. We will put some tarot cards for you, starting with the card in the center that will represent you in the month of October 2021. Now the surrounding cards are representing the surrounding energies. Okay, 2 in here and 1 here. And let's put one card for the most relevant recent past that brought you here into your present circumstances in October and perhaps is still influencing your reality, your circumstances. A couple clarifying cards from another tarot deck to dig a little deeper. They will represent the overall energies. Two cards wanted to go out. Okay. Libra, these are the messages for you for October 2021. Let's start with the overall energy. So you have the Emperor, beautiful. You have the Seven of Swords, that is a little less beautiful, but we will see what it means exactly for you in this reading, and the Queen of Coins. Okay, so with the Emperor, what is interesting in this particular tarot deck is that the Emperor is depicted as a young man, young male. Typically the Emperor is presented as an older man, and that symbolizes his, not only his age, but primarily his maturity, his experience, his wisdom and knowledge, right? In this case, and sometimes it represents an actual man of an older age influencing our life, like a father figure. In this particular case, even if it represents a father figure that is a youthful energy of a young man, like almost in the best years, the strongest years of his life, okay? The Emperor is a visionary. He's thinking of building his empire. And when he thinks about his empire, obviously he wants it to be forever lasting. So he's not interested in building short-term things, solution building or getting into short-term relationships. He's thinking about his future. He wants to build his legacy. He wants to build his empire. So he's taking his time to strategize, to be far-sighted and look into the distance, look into his future, to see what is it that he wants and what is the best way to get it. Okay? This is someone who puts reason and intelligence above emotions. And that's you, Libra, right? You are very logical. In balance between your mind and heart, but primarily you allow your logical mind to guide you. You know, the Seven of Swords is typically, to me, a card of deception, lies, and also self-sabotage, because swords represent our thoughts, our mind space. So it's like we are self-sabotaging ourselves with our toxic patterns of thinking, bad scenarios, okay, disbelief, self-disbelief, all those things that we serve ourselves in our mind space. But in this particular case, is that the raccoon? Because it made me think of, like, raccoons are those funny creatures, right? That you can watch funny videos on YouTube of them, like, trying to get food, but they fall down, they do funny stuff. Is that raccoons? It made me think that you are actually kind of like playful with your thoughts. I know it's very specific, but it's like you're allowing yourself to be silly. but this still makes perfect sense. It's still there is still some kind of cooperation and teamwork. Maybe it looks silly, but it's a cooperation towards a long-lasting future. You may be dealing with someone, you may be working on a relationship with someone. It may be a business relationship as well, not necessarily a romantic one. So there are two options. You may be silly with someone, but you allow yourself to be silly, to be playful with your thoughts. But this is teamwork with your thoughts. To even though your adventures may seem funny, it still leads to an accomplishment. You are achieving your goal eventually, but you are like perhaps a little less stressed about the outcome, hence that playfulness. But you are really, it's like turning your back on this. You are really allowing, for some of you, it's very relevant that you allow yourself to be a little more frivolous, open, and silly. Yes, that's the perfect word that describes it. Now the Queen of Coins is a feminine energy of a provider. So while the King would represent like a father figure, similar to the Emperor, that takes care of long-term security, that is managing money well, the Queen has, well, most of the same traits of character as the King, but she's more caring, feminine, motherly, someone like a home carer, a giver, who is generously sharing their abundance with others, but at the same time is very independent and can take care of themselves and others on their own. Like, for example, it's like a single mother that can perfectly take care and secure her home, her children. She's not codependent on anyone. I'm not saying that there aren't any other people that should be responsible and participate, but she's absolutely fine on her own. Obviously it's not gender specific, and the Queen energy can represent a male, a man, but it makes me think of a couple here, because the Queen of Coins is like the Empress for me in the minor arcana, and we have the Emperor. It's like a divine connection where you are thinking about long term, like you are planning, strategizing, and she's the one who wants to be the home care of that empire. It's like a cooperation. That's why I said the cooperation with the raccoon, a cooperation that may seem silly, may seem not serious, but in fact there's some serious strategizing and planning and serious work towards long-lasting future is going on. The Tower in your relevant recent past. This is change, the inevitability of change. This is a card of Scorpio. You may be dealing with a Scorpio. Old forms are being destroyed. Old ways of thinking, old ways of perceiving things. This is liberation, opening up to, well, to that new perspective. This is about not resisting the change, but actually initiating it. Flipping your perspective, kind of maybe drastically even for some, because it can be like an eye-opener. It can seem chaotic, but it actually makes perfect sense and is very needed to liberate you, to free you to move towards the next step. It's like you're stuck, you have outgrown old forms. That's what the liberation is about. You are shedding your own liberations, allowing yourself to be free, realizing something about yourself. Perhaps like with this Emperor allowing himself to be silly. You are shedding your own self-imposed restrictions, and that leads you to some kind of a beautiful, profound renewal and revelation. It can be a distraction energy, but sometimes to create something we need to destroy something first. The Tower says you have strong foundations, So it's like a safe destruction, so that you can build this something well from scratch, but now following your dreams and the true you. Okay, you show up as the Seven of Cups. So I feel that you are dreaming, you are in a dreamy state, visualizing, daydreaming. That is the Emperor. He's farsighted, looking ahead, looking at the horizon, looking into his future. That's exactly you. With the Seven of Emotions, there are a lot of emotions involved. I feel that you are making your choices intuitively and based on your what your heart tells you. It's like you're allowing your heart to guide you. Maybe that's what makes you feel silly, because you always follow your logical mind. That's what I said, Libra. You're logical and balanced, and suddenly emotions have, maybe they still not prevail. Your logical mind is still the strongest, but emotions have surprisingly significant influence on you. That's the Tower. Something has changed. You freed up your emotions, and now you're making your choices and decisions for the future. You may not necessarily be sharing them, but in your head you're making plans, making decisions and choices, not only from your mind but from the place of your heart. See, what surrounds you is the Fool. That is a new beginning. You are allowing yourself to be more silly, frivolous, open, youthful, fearless, allowing yourself for an adventure, believing that you deserve good things. You also deserve to have fun in your life. This is marching to the beat of your own drum. So again, allowing your heart to guide you. That's the Seven of Cups. This is your new beginning. This is your liberation. You free yourself up, straight up into a new beginning. There may be uncertainty. Like the Emperor, you're trying to look ahead. You cannot predict everything. So there is a level of uncertainty, but you are determined to move towards it. Look at this, the Wheel of Fortune. Whatever is happening, it's destined. This is fate. This change is destined, and you know it. This is ending and a new beginning with number 10. I cannot make this up. This is divine timing. Things are happening when they are meant to and how they are meant to. This is your destiny, what is happening, and it seems that you realize it. Or maybe that someone is your destiny, or maybe a career path, some kind of a heart or soul calling. And you allow it to happen. Don't resist the change. Two cards highlighting this. The Tower and the Wheel of Fortune. Change is inevitable. You need to break through the patterns, shed this old skin, shed those limitations. This is a positive turn. This is good fortune, moving towards prosperity. This can be a card of ups and downs, and whatever you're going through, you are in the ups, and that is a long-term vibe for you. If you only allow yourself to move away from those limitations, to allow yourself to be free in whatever area of your life. Maybe you are pursuing a love relationship. Maybe you think it's silly. Maybe you think there is no chance for this relationship to succeed. I don't know, maybe because of the age difference. I said the Emperor typically would represent a father figure, someone of an older age perhaps. Maybe there's an age difference or any other limitations that you think make it impossible to work out. But this is destined, so don't fight your destiny. There's no point in trying. The Six of Voices says, move your mind space to the calmer waters. So we have two elements. Mind space, the swords energy, and the waters, which is emotions. Move yourself away from the place of mental disturbance. Calm your mind, and calm emotions will follow. You need to move away from any kind of negative thinking or thinking about limitations and how things are impossible to turn out positively. You need to move away from this to calm waters, to calm emotions. All is good. It's clear from this reading that everything is good. Five of Emotions, Five of Cups. move away from the place of mental disturbance and from a place of emotional lack, loss, scarcity. This is almost like a grief energy, and there's absolutely no need to be grieving or to be sad. There is absolutely no loss in this reading. There's gain with the Wheel of Fortune. It means that this is an attitude of lack, or an attitude of loss or fear, projections of loss that you are afraid of. With the Six of Swords, go away from this. Like, absolutely go away from this negative vibe. Page of Materials, so the Page of Coins. And the Page of Coins says this is your chance. This is a good offer. This is a good opportunity that is destined. It's an opportunity of your faith presented to you, so take it. Page of Materials comes or goes through the path from an idea to realization. First there is the idea, there is projection, and then this thing, the idea, materializes, right? Don't project fears, project beautiful things. Dare to dream big. Remember that thoughts are energy. So be in the Emperor vibe and project only those strong thoughts of a wise strategist, of a patient and wise leader. And those will be the results that you will create. It may be a long-term process, it may be time-consuming, it may not happen overnight, it definitely will not. Because this is long-term, you need to approach it wisely, and you will only enjoy soon, in the near future, you will start enjoying the first results of this. But project only good things. Move away from this energy, from negative thinking, from projecting fear that something will not succeed, that you will not succeed. Let go of those limited thinking patterns. Free yourself from the Tower. Ancient secrets hold the key. A knowing will be revealed to you. Okay, so some kind of intuitive downloads, hints, maybe with the Seven of Cups. I said intuitive decision-making process. It's like this enlightenment from the intuition into your emotions, so that they indicate the right choice that may be relevant for someone. With the Turtle Spirit, it's definitely longevity. So again, it's about a long-lasting result, a long life. You know the way. Go into the sacred space you created to take respite from chaos, to gain clarity, healing, and inspiration. So again, follow your intuition. Your intuition is your compass, but also your heart and your logical mind. The perfect compass is the balance and cooperation between our mind, body, and soul. Our bodies intuitively give us hints and guidance as well. Patience and persistence are the key. That is the Emperor. Patience and persistence. Libra, I'm wishing you an amazing October. If you like this reading, consider liking, subscribing. Please take care of yourself until we see each other next time.